Hello, and welcome back to the Grove with more EU4 Relentless Bush Beast. So, we are here, and we've got a few things to do. We did a little bit of setup in the last one. We've built some alliances, and so I'm fairly happy with where we're at. We managed to snag an alliance with Poland, so that means Poland-Lithuania is going to be a fairly simple solution for us. They're not going to cause too much trouble. And we're about to go ahead and push for some war, as we should. So, at the moment, we have some diplomats working. Looks like the Great Horde. We need some... what do we call it? Oh, no, never mind. We have enough for the claim. And now, what province was it that we were after specifically? I believe it had to do with one of our missions. Let's just see. Okay, so we need to own... Okay, we need to own 2 provinces from them. Oh, no, at least one of them in the area. Oh, alright. Well, you know what? That's okay. I guess we go ahead and take Tambov. That should be fine. So let's go ahead over there and see about fabricating a claim. That should be fine. Yeah, so there we are. We'll go ahead and get that done. We'll also now call back our spy, because again, there's not much that they can do at that point. And then we're still working on Kazan. What were we after precisely? I think we were possibly going to go for this extra one. We do have a couple of claims further up, but I suppose we may as well claim this when we can. Now, one of the things we do want to do is maybe finish with a couple more royal marriages. I did see that we had a couple of our people not quite married up, and if we can boost our relations with them, all the better. So we will go ahead and do just that. So let's see, that'll be in a couple of days. Oh, and the other thing I was thinking of doing is paying for a couple of mercenaries. So we'll go ahead and get that royal marriage sorted, and to afford the mercenaries, we are going to go ahead indebted to the burghers. I think this is going to give us a nice faster start, so that's what we're going for. Whereabouts is it? We should have indebted to the burghers. Okay, so this will give us 5 loans at 1%. That's not too bad. That'll give us a fair chunk of change. So there we have it, another 500 ducats. That's not terrible. So now with all of our extra money, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pay for some mercenaries. We have a mission here to invade Novgorod. That only occurs when we have 100% force limit. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. So... let's go ahead and hire some mercs. And now it looks like we need 6 more units. I think we may have built up a couple too many earlier. Yeah, I think what we'll do is maybe go... Let's see. Yeah, 9,000 troops probably is not the worst. Another 9 here, but that's with the general. That's rather expensive. I think we'll just go for... I think we'll go with what we want there. Yeah, that'll be fine. 9,000 troops, that should be enough to deal with a couple of forts. Let's put that up over here. Yeah, we'll get that up and running. That does put us over our force limit. We could go ahead and get rid of a couple of troops. And I think, yeah, you know what? Let's collect our cavalry and disband those. They're fairly expensive early on. I think we can afford to get away without it. Let's also go ahead and move our troops up into a good position. Let's see, whereabouts? Is this our capital? We should probably check. Oh no, that's over here. Okay. Is our capital up and running? No, let's go ahead and turn on the fort. We want that to be up and running. We want to make sure that we've got a little bit of a garrison before we go to war. And then I believe we have one other of our vassals that we need a marriage with. Yeah, Pskov. Yep, that's what we need, and I think that is the last one. And then, after that, we should be fairly safe to go to war. Alright, so that's our mission fulfilled. That'll give us our claims. Let's see. Pskov. You guys, over here. And let's go ahead and marry you, if you are willing. Where is it? No? Oh, they're a republic. Okay, so we've done all that we can. Okay, that's all well and good. That means we have a diplomat free. We can go ahead and start getting this war underway. So, what I'm... Oh, that's right. The other thing I thought about between videos is we could potentially go ahead and bring on in a patriarch. Yeah, so we have a couple of options here. Manpower recovery speed, some extra discipline. We are fairly low at our limit. We're only about halfway with manpower. We could go for some extra improved relation and aggressive expansion impact. I think that would be nice. But to do so, we need a little bit of church patriarch authority. So I think the best way to do this is let's switch over to our states. Yeah, here we go. So we can go ahead and consecrate a metropolitan. That will give us a slightly higher maintenance cost, but it will also help reduce devastation in the future. And I believe there's a little bit of extra manpower. Yeah, let's just double check. 23, 194. That should be fine. Does that go up? No. Okay, well then I guess I was wrong, and I don't know where that came from then. But either way, we'll go ahead and we'll do that again. I think, where's another? Yeah, here we are. That's a fairly large area. Let's go ahead and consecrate that metropolitan area too. So that'll give us the patriarch authority necessary. So let's go ahead and get the relations and aggressive expansion. I think that'll do nicely. I am somewhat tempted to go for the manpower recovery speed and discipline, but between all of our vassals, I think we will be safe. But we will try and take as much land as possible. So let's just make sure our aggressive expansion doesn't go too crazy too soon. So let's go ahead and oh right, we'll invade Novgorod. Yes, we will pass that mission. Permanent claims. Hip hip huzzah. So now all that we need to do is take everything. Yep. Okay. So we'll try and work our way up. Make sure that Norway doesn't try and take any of our land. The fewer people we have to fight for this, the better. So let's go ahead and oh wait, we still have troops that need some morale. You know what? We'll just have to wait. Do we have any generals? That's another thing we should do. We do have one general. A 343. Okay, not the best, not the worst. Let's go ahead and we'll put him with our troops. That seems good enough. You guys are heading over. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have our forts turned on. Alright, so we're going to start losing a little bit of money, but that's okay. That's what we have the burger loans for. We're going to see, yeah, if we're in a good position. Alright, so yeah, losing half a ducat a month, that is definitely fixable. Oh, and you know what, since we can, let's go ahead and get that claim. Let's see. Fabricate claim, I think this is the one that we're after. Yep, that'll do. Highest development, that is very nice. Let's go ahead and recall you too. And then, what else could we do? What is their relations like? Looking pretty good. Pskov is probably the weakest and the most desiring freedom, so I suppose we're going to go ahead and have a bit of a chat with them. Let's go ahead and improve relations there, and make sure that no one tries to agitate for liberty. That would be rather annoying if they did. Alright, but either way, I reckon that's about good. That's the end of the month, and so that's everybody up to health. Sorry, up to morale. Let's go ahead and declare our very first war of the campaign. So what have we got here? Belaruso, they have a claim. Oh, that's good. Might be able to pass that off to them. Save our points. And then what else have we got? Reconquest. Oh, I don't think that's going to help. And then there's an and wait a second. Oh, they're with Oideyev. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's an easy victory. Let's go ahead and let's make sure that we are prepared for the assault. Make sure that they have absolutely nowhere to go. Let's teleport a general across. Alright, and I think that is about it. Yeah, I would like to be able to go ahead and pick up some tech, but at this stage it looks like it's going to take a little bit of time. Yeah, churches are nice, but the amount of... I think we just have to go ahead and start making some progress. So let's go ahead and go. Let's take What's an easy thing for us? Actually, you know what? Sorry. I hate to double back, but I do want to double check whether we need any of this land. What land is that? Oidiev? Brook Estate. Let's see. Is that necessary? That's not necessary here. The steps are back down over there. Not seeing anything in particular. No, we don't really need it, but we could possibly go for it if we so desired. But either way, let's go ahead and attack. Let's go for... let's see, whatever this one is. Tori. Torso. Yeah, that should be fine. That'd be nice and easy to take. Oh, you know what? We could also go for Novgorod proper. You know what? That's probably not the worst one. Yeah, let's go for that instead. We'll lose a little bit straight up, but that's okay. Go ahead and confirm. You guys can march straight onto their capital using mercenary manpower rather than ours. You can march up over there, and you can crush these guys. Excellent. Let's see how this goes. Oh, and before I forget, do we want any extra Diplo power? We're fairly low. Tempted to go for something here. A little bit of extra Diplo rep would be nice, but that's quite expensive. Trade efficiency. You know what? That seems reasonable. Let's pick that up. We know we're going to need a lot of Diplo in this, especially if we want to start annexing people. Yeah, that is the way we will do it. Alright, and it looks like our first assault is an outstanding victory. Stack wipe off their troops. Hip hip huzzah. How many troops do we need here? Siege view. We need about 3,000 men. Alright then, well, let's go ahead and... That didn't really do too much, I don't think. No, let's create a new unit. Alright, so that should be fine. Let's send these guys back to friendly territory, maybe up over there. And I think that's about it. Yeah, they've got 11,000 troops. They're not going to really want to come and attack us when we've got everybody here. Our allies, or well, our subjects seem to be doing fairly alright in regard to the rest. Make sure that they're nice and close though, just in case they try for a defensive battle there at that fort. But I think we should be able to scare them away fairly easily. Yeah, there they are. They've got a couple of small stacks, but they are getting absolutely annihilated. Just the way we like it. Alright, Muscovy occupied. Yes, that is that. What's going on here? Discover moving some troops in. Where are they coming from? Oh, they have 3,000 men. Okay, that's... Yeah, I don't know if that's going to do too much. Oh, they have... Oh, no, they have 3,000 first? Wait. 9th. 24th. I think they're kind of cooked. Sorry about that there, buddy, but I don't think we can save you there. But I think we're going to go ahead and move you up over here. Yeah, that should give us enough time to take this back. That means we can still defend our fort, our siege there. That should be fine. Yeah, how many troops have they got? 16,000? Okay. We are in the clear, that's all that matters. And our friends are working well. Alright, so either way, while we've got this up and running, let's go ahead and start looking at maybe some other things for our diplomat to do. I'm sure there's people we can improve our relations with. Sweden's at 75, I don't care too much about that. I'm questioning whether we necessarily wanted to support their independence. But I suppose if we can grab this sooner rather than later, that may protect us from a few future battles unnecessarily. Let's see, Pskov, yeah, we're working on that. I think maybe let's start working on our relationship with Perm. Yeah, we do need to annex them for one of our missions, so let's just make sure that our relations are high for when we choose to do that. I think we'll try and wait at least a tech, simply because we don't want to get too far behind. That'll certainly make our people a little more uppity. But all in all, we should be alright. Alright, well, there is outcry over there. You know what? Sure. Let's go ahead and deal with their rebels. Oh, that is in a forest. Hey, you know what? Nah, we're just gonna stay. We're gonna stay where we're at. Let's also go ahead and let's see. We've got 15,000 men. Is there anywhere with better supply? We don't want to lose too much to attrition. You know, let's shuffle you over here, and you, my friend, can shuffle over there. That should be... Yeah, I think that'll be the best way of playing with the force limit, the land force limit that we have. Alright, so what have we got here? A land acquisition. Central power of the Grand Principality is steadily growing with no tribute to sent to the Khan or Central Asia. Huh. Let's see, gain one base manpower, that's not bad. Gain some buckets or Streltsy. Ooh. Now, let's double check the Streltsy for those who haven't played with Russia before. Streltsy is these fellows. They're our special, I guess we'll call it a special unit. Extra infant combat ability by 5%. Gains a little bit of manpower and loses some war exhaustion, all which are not too bad. We do gain this at a fairly steady rate. I think it's, what is that? Yeah, 0.41 per month to a maximum of 150. I think we'll go for... I think we'll go with the land is the true wealth. Let's go for some extra manpower. That's never going to be a bad call for us. Obviously, we are Russia, so we're going to end up, well, we'll turn into Russia. So we will have a fair bit of manpower in the future. But right now, we'll take everything we can get. Ooh. Opposing factions of the military are advocating different tactics. We need to back one of them to end the bickering. Siege ability plus 10% or fort defense. Well, you know what? Best defense is a good offense. Let's go ahead and let's go for that siege ability. That'll help us out with our offensive sieges right now. Yeah, help preserve a little bit of our manpower. That'll be good. That should be fine. Oh, and it looks like Belaruso's rebels are fighting rebels. Well, isn't that just fine and dandy? Alright, War of the Roses happening for England, so I guess good for them. Well, and all, I think we just get to sit back and relax. Yeah, still working on this siege over here. It's going to take a little bit of time. Let's see. Yeah, they've got a fairly decent garrison size. At least we're not losing too many men there. And then these guys, well, that is mercenary manpower, so not really too much of a concern for me. Alright, that's not terrible. Alright, let's see. What are those? Stacking some of the smaller stacks. That's a little disappointing. Let's see, how are the numbers at this stage? We do outnumber them almost 3-1. 3-1? You know, we'll just go at maybe 2.5. That's probably better. Belaruso, yeah, they're having a little bit of trouble. ODF is almost ready to go. Yeah, they're not really contributing much. Hopefully if they stick together, they should be able to do a fairly decent job. Yeah, they've got decent manpower pools. Right, they can just avoid getting... Oh, just avoid getting called out by their larger stacks. That would be quite nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. It is what it is. We'll just have to wait for our mercenaries to get free. And make sure that we're not taking those primary losses. Actually, it looks like... yeah, it looks like we're still able to gain a little bit more manpower per month, so that's good. But it turns out we've got a little bit of corruption. That's annoying, but it is what it is. Not too much can be done about that. Let's just quickly speed things up a little. We can apparently build a building. Castle of all things. Yeah, thank you kindly, but not so much. Maybe we should also go ahead and pick up another advisor. Let's go for... Ooh, production or taxes? Yeah, because we have this money. I want a lot of early power. If we can, yeah, we're going to need a fair bit to core this stuff up. So let's see. Let's go to our economy. How much are we making? Taxation is more than production. Although production does lead into trade, but I think... yeah, I think it's probably going to be better to go for taxation at this point. Yeah, that'll be fun. Let's go ahead and pick up that. Oh, also too, that's a level 2 guy, and I don't really feel like spending that much money at this point. Yeah, that'll help us out. And you know what? Since we're already here, let's go for a little bit of extra discipline. Preserve the manpower that we do have. Yeah, that's all right. We've got the cash to spend. We may as well make sure that we're putting it to good use, even if we're not engaging in too many battles early on. Again, as soon as Novgorod gets flipped, we can start seeing what we're going to need. That'll help us out. Oh, and there it is. There is the siege. So that now swings things very nicely in our favor. Let's go ahead and... what to do? Well, they seem to have split their armies, so let's go ahead and combine forces up over here. These guys, let's use them as some reinforcements. We'll maybe like send you two over there. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, wait a second. No, we'll wait till the end of the month, and then we'll go ahead and pull back a diplomat and start preparing a peace agreement. Looks like the siege of Odiev is over as well. That is fantastic. Let's go ahead and send these guys up over there. Actually, you know what? We might even need a couple of... is that 6,000 men we'll need? Yeah, well, you know what? We can come back for that later, I suppose. Let's just make sure that our troops are relatively in the same position. We'll move them over there. Let's take them and we will attach them to our army. There we go. And now let's go a-hunting. Where are they heading? All the way over here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and find them and catch them in a good battle. That should be very nice. Oh, and it sounds like they're not too keen. Peace offer from Odiev already. Alright, let's start getting ready to negotiate. What are they offering? Reparations. Yeah, some money straight up. You know, let's decline for a bit. That'll be a-okay. Let's go ahead and... where are you guys headed? Making our way around there. Alright, end of the War of the Roses. Alright, cool. Well, nice for them. And now let's go ahead and see about a peace agreement with these guys. So, we could go ahead and annex. We don't have a claim. Wouldn't be the end of the world if we did, but it is a little costly with that early Diplo power, so I suppose we'll avoid doing that. Let's steal their money. Let's, what else do we want? War reparations, that should be fine. We're not going to tell them to give up claims. I don't think that that helps. I don't think we're going to pillage their capital. That's not going to save us too much either. Let's go ahead and... yeah, let's get them to end a rivalry and, yeah, lose their alliance with Novgorod. That should make that fairly easy. Yeah, alright, and that should be pretty much everything that we can ask. That'll give us a little bit of extra prestige, which is always good. You know what? Speaking of which, you know what? Let's get rid of those claims from Ryazan as well. We're only at 18 prestige, so everything we can get is good. Let's go ahead and send that. Excellent. That's money straight into our piggy bank. And these guys are about to get attacked in the forest, it seems. Yeah, all of this seems to be fairly well-defended territory, so I don't think that there's too much we can go for. There is potential that they'll try and make their way over to the fort. Yeah, but you know what? They're heading in the wrong direction. That'll take them a little bit to reinforce. We outnumber them fairly comfortably. Yep, let's go ahead and start working on that. Let's send these guys over. Let's see. Yeah, send them to reinforce. You, my friends, can go ahead and start working your way up to Borrelia. Yeah, I think that's not too bad. Alright, let's see how this first engagement goes. They've got a good general as well, it seems. So what have we got? We have a -1, rolled a 5 to their 8. Our discipline is better. Our morale and tactics are the same, but we do outnumber them. But they have a little bit cavalry, which we do not. But I think our numbers far crush theirs. Yeah, there we have it. That's a solid win. Excellent. Oh, and we have even gained an extra 2.5% discipline and regiment drill loss of minus 50%. That is fantastic. Let's go ahead and let's just stack that 5 stack over there. That should be fun. It doesn't matter where these guys run to. We've got friends in the area. I doubt that they're going to be able to do too much. Let's also go ahead and get this peace agreement sorted out over here. We're definitely going to want Novgorod proper, as well as Never. That's a good trading port. In fact, I think that's the primary one. We also want to try and make sure that we grab as much as we can. Let's go take all of these. We don't want to leave any open borders for others. And I think we try and snake our way across over there. Yeah, a little ugly on the border gore side of things, but if it protects our investments against Novgorod, that is pretty good if you ask me. We could go ahead and ask them to revoke some cores. I think we might do that in the future. We could also go ahead and... No, we're not going to get them to release people. No. And then let's go for war reparations. I think that's probably about enough for now. Yeah, they're not going to have any other threats from anybody else, so let's just take their money too. Yeah, we'll go ahead and sort that out. There we are, 132, that's not bad. Again, if they go bankrupt, that's a-okay. Eventually they'll, well, they can't pay their loans if they don't exist. So it's not going to be our problem, and it turns into free money for us, which I very much love the sound of. So let's go ahead and shuffle these guys over there. It does look like they are willing to take this fight, which is rather foolish on their end, but you know what? I'm not going to disagree. I'll let them do as they wish. Let's see. Let's march you guys. Never mind. Let's march you guys down over there. We'll start working on those last couple of troops. That'll be fine. Again, if we can avoid some unnecessary attrition, that'd be better. So we'll do what we can. Go ahead and consolidate our regiments as we're about to make our way into battle. And that should be pretty much it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, absolute annihilation right there. Fantastic. So, let's march you guys down over here. Go through some friendly territory, avoid any unnecessary attrition. And then it looks like... Now move over to the next province. Oh, it looks like they're hiding out, very scared. Yeah. Poor little Pskov, taking a little bit of occupation, but it's nothing serious. Realistically, I'd almost argue that we could peace out without fighting this. Yeah, we're close. We're very close. Alright, so realistically, once we stand on top of that extra fort, I think that'll be all that we need. We'll bring you over to... shuffle you over to, say... No, their old capital. I think that seems reasonable. Alright, so we've got that, and now we can march over and stand on top of their fort. That should be all we need. There we go. We don't even need to take this final battle. So let's save our manpower. Let's go ahead and take all of their money. Wait, really? 32. It's only 15 ducats. We'll be fine. We don't need to max out the truce. Yeah, we'll take all of this, and I think that seems fairly good. This will cost us a fair bit of administrative power. Yeah, that's not exactly ideal, but we are where we are. We'll be fine. Let's go ahead and set that. I think that's all that we needed. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and set that demand. There we have it. That is our first conquest over. Excellent. So that makes us a little bit beefier, a little bit more peculiarly shaped, but you know, it is what it is. Let's get these guys over to Novgorod there. We don't want to take too much attrition there. Let's go ahead and detach our mercenaries. I think we'll send... Actually, you know what? We're probably going to end up fighting over here somewhere. Let's send you over here. And that'll be, what, a 9 stack and an 8 stack. That's 17. Oh, I tell a lie. I guess you guys are going to hang out together. You guys can be friends for a bit. You, however... Yeah, we're going to come down here. We're going to start doing some rebel suppressing. That'll just be what it is. Question, though. Do we have any land that we can convert? Not at this stage. Alright, well, that's not terrible. Oh, I also did forget to ask, how much aggressive expansion did we manage to find? Now, it looks like our aggressive expansion is only 45 with Novgorod. That's not too bad. Sweden's 23, but again, we're kind of helping them out, so they're not super mad about it. And then our allies are practically unfazed by everything. Alright, well that's pretty good, and you know what, I think that's maybe where we call things for today. We'll start coring some stuff up, potentially we may take some tech, and we may even start looking at another couple of missions for us. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.